Big day today, guys. We are installing the brand new Megan Racing Coilovers on the VR4. So we're gonna go out to where it's about 15 degrees and throw these on the VR4. Take you guys along with us and see the before and after. This looks like fun weather to work on a car, doesn't it? Girardi looking tip top. Just a little blanket of snow over her. And the Mitsubishi is hiding in there. Red Bull, please sponsor me. If you're wondering, no, the garage is not heated. Here's like a before on the rear. Okay, as far as gap goes, I can make a fist and literally put it between the tire and the fender, like my whole fist. Okay, again, with the wheel gap. But I'm going to be keeping the stock suspension because if you guys have these cars, you probably know stock parts aren't very easy to come by. And not only that, but this stock suspension only has, 55,000 miles on it. And if I wanted to go back to stock in the future for whatever reason, and I had sold these, it would be nearly impossible to find OEM real stock suspension that doesn't have, 150, 200,000 miles on it. So let's jack the car up, take the wheels off, and start taking off the stock suspension. Alright, so this is right after you take your wheel off. You have your stock suspension right here. There's going to be one bolt on the back right here. It's going to be right back here. It's going to be that's the only bolt that's holding the bottom of the suspension on. And then you go up to the top of your car, and you're going to have a plastic panel right here you need to take off. Under that plastic panel, you're going to have a rubber boot like this if you have a VR4 with the electronic suspension. You're going to have a boot like this that you're literally just going to pull up. You need to unclip, and then there's a clip inside that attaches right here to the top of the suspension. And then you're going to have two bolts. It's kind of dark. One on each side, back there, and right here, that you need to undo so that the suspension can come out. So then you'll have the two up there that you did on the inside. You have the one on the bottom down here that you did, and then that should slide off of that part right there and come right out of the car. Here we have old versus new for the rear suspension. So obviously, new on the left, old on the right. So here we have the new strut, and we just put it at the top here and then put those bolts in about halfway so it's holding itself up but it's still loose to be able to move around. And then we're jacking this part up until it lines up with the hole here, so you can see a little bit more, and there we go. And that will just slide right on, and then we'll throw that bolt in the back again loose, and then we'll tighten these ones so it has this seated up top correctly, and then we'll tighten this down, and that's really it for the rear suspension. Hey guys, so day 2 on the car. We finished the rear coilovers, and well, what you guys just saw, we finished up the rears. Called it a day after that because it's freezing out here, as you can see. This is the attire. Try to stay warm while working on the car in, let's see how cold is it today? 15 degrees. So it's nice and toasty, I may say so myself. You can see the nice getup we got going here. But we have to work on the front today. So, forgot my Red Bull in the house. Son of a bitch. And here's the rear installed. I mean, I don't want it absolutely slammed, but that's a lot better than what it was. But then you look at the front and it looks like it's lifted, which it's not. You guys can see this bolt, that bolt right there. So these two main ones. We have a bolt on the back here, a tiny nut to take off the brake line. It's mounted back here. Back here. And then we got the three main ones up here to drop it from the top. So, that's next. Easy. Okay, one. Not fun to do one-handed. Two. And three. How's something in there? There. Okay. Ah, yes, this clip again. There. See? Boom. See the little notches on the outside here? Like right there, right there. Squeeze that, pull it straight off. Easy peasy. I think we're gonna take at least one of these bolts off, make it so the other one's barely on, and then we'll lower it with the jack, take that last bolt off, and boom. Oh. Well, we have this too. How did I not see this? It's right in front of me. Okay, we gotta take that off as well. Take this off, then one more bolt, then loosen this one probably until it's almost completely off. Then lower it, then yank it out. Let's do it. Oh, damn. Look at that. This thing is massive. It's huge. Oh, I'll show you guys out there in the daylight. That is so big. Looks like I pulled it off of a truck. All right, so here we have the stock front next to the new front. A little bit shorter, the new one. I mean, obviously the new one's adjustable, but out of the box, it's a little bit shorter. But look how big or round they are in difference. Like that spring is massive on this. Alright, so new coilover is in. Got the top and bottom bolt tightened, the front nut here, the back bolt for the brake lines, and then tightened these guys up here. So it's in. I haven't adjusted the height at all since it came out of the box, but I'm just going to throw the wheel on, lower it to the ground, kind of see where it's at, and then adjust from there. I'll probably be adjusting tomorrow. I'll probably call it a day after I throw the wheel on and put the car back on the ground. But we'll adjust the height after we lower it back down, see how either much higher or lower I need it, and then go ahead and do the other side, and we should be done. All right, so it's day 3 of working on the car. All we have left is the driver's side front coilover to install, or the stock one to take out, install it, the new one, and then adjust the front ride height so that it's where we want it at. So, yeah, first things first is jacking up the car, taking the front wheel off, taking the stock suspension out, and throwing in the last coilover that we need. 2 1/4. Let's see which way it's supposed to go. I think it's this way. As much as I lowered the rear. We'll see. Do that, that's 1 3/4. All right, front and rear coils are in. Got it adjusted pretty good here in the front. So we got, you know, say like almost 3 fingers, not quite, up 2. And then the rear here, it's about the same, honestly. But it's noticeably lower, like standing at the engine bay here. So, and it's probably all gonna lower a little bit more after we start driving it and everything can settle down and whatnot. So I guess we'll try starting it up, pulling it out, and seeing how it feels. Completely dead. All right, guys. time to actually pull the car out this time. Come on. Oh, it almost didn't start. As you can see, my gas gauge does not work. And then if you guys have that light on when you start your car, in case you didn't know, it just means that your car is really cold most of the time. If it's really cold outside, that light will come on until your car's warmed up. Or I'm pretty sure it can mean that your power steering fluid is low. Pretty sure that could also mean that. If you guys stay tuned, the next video going up will actually be this car on new wheels. New wheels are showing up this week. Gotta get some tires. Good, a lot better. I have the front a little bit higher than the rear, not much, a little bit, just because I don't know how, I know the spring ratings, but I don't know how much travel I'm actually gonna have when I'm driving, and I don't want to rut or hit, so I need to get a feel for them first. I'm gonna have to adjust the height anyway, again, with the new wheels when they come in, but they're pretty even. The car looks a lot better. I'm really excited to get new wheels, or for the wheels to get here and throw them on. The car's also filthy, but there we have it. That is coilovers installed on the VR4. Stay tuned. Next video going up is going to be of the new wheels, new tires, and I think it's going to look absolutely insane. Really excited to show you guys the new wheels. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.